Hello friends, I am taking up a new topic, Doctrine of Political Question from Constitutional Law. In India, the Doctrine of Political Question refers to a judicial principle that restricts the judiciary from interfering into purely political issues, but does not grant blanket immunity to governmental actions, especially where constitutional rights are affected or if there is a justiciable controversy. It means the doctrine aims in separation of powers. Courts must avoid conflicts between the executive and the legislative branches by not adjudicating questions outside their judicial competence. Such questions are typically resolved through democratic and political processes. Matters like the president's satisfaction in imposing president's rule, constitutional amendments, and foreign policy actions, where courts often show deference but are not barred from intervention if fundamental rights, which are given in Part 3rd of our Indian Constitution, Article 12 to 35, are involved. In India, the doctrine is not absolute. Courts may intervene if the issue affects constitutional rights or if there is a justiciable controversy. However, Article 53, Executive Power of the Union, Article 122, Courts not to inquire into parliamentary proceedings, and Article 212, Application of parliamentary law, are referred in case of conflicts. However, if a violation of constitutional rights or limits is alleged, Indian courts have asserted their role to review such actions even if politically sensitive. The Indira Sahni and Union of India 1992, also known as the Mandal Commission case, is a landmark Supreme Court case concerning reservation for other backward classes in India. Facts and background. The case arose after the government decided to implement the Mandal Commission's recommendation for 27% reservation in government jobs and educational institutions for OBCs. This decision led to widespread protest and was challenged in the Supreme Court for its constitutionality major issues. The scope and limit of reservation policies under the Constitution, especially Article 16(1) equality of opportunity and 16(4) reservation for backward class. So this was the major issue. Key judgments. What was the judgment of the Supreme Court? The Supreme Court upheld the use of caste as a measure of backwardness, validating reservation for OBCs. It introduced the creamy layer doctrine to ensure resources reach the truly disadvantaged. The court established a 50% ceiling on total reservation to promote a balance between affirmative action and equality. Reservation in promotion was declared unconstitutional, restricting reservation to initial appointments only. The judgment clarified that reservation cannot be made solely on economic criteria. What was the impact? The ruling shaped India's reservation system for decades, guiding subsequent legal decisions and policy frameworks. It remains cornerstone for understanding and applying India's affirmative action policies. Thanks for watching this video, dosto. Please do subscribe my channel.